Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 7. I'm Karisma Khoirunisa, my student number 38, and my friend Abdul Latif, his student number 70. We will present about prose in language teaching. Okay, now we will learn about prose in language teaching. For the first, we will talk about the definition of the prose. You can see of the slide the definition of the prose. To remind about the definition of the prose, we can conclude the definition of the prose is a written or oral language that is in its ordinary. After we know the definition of the prose, we will learn about types of the prose. Now we will learn about types of the prose. There are 4 types of prose. For the first, that is fictional prose, includes novels, some short stories. For the second, that is non-fictional prose, includes biographies, journals, and articles. For the third, heroic prose, that includes legend, tales. For the fourth, that is poetry prose, that is poetry but written in a prose but still maintaining prose qualities. After we know the types of prose, now we will learn about significance of prose in a literature. If you know, much of the world's literature that's written in a prose, but in ancient Greek dramas, that is written by verse. If you know, right now there are many literature that's written in a prose. For the example, that is novels, some novels and short stories. Now, prose is a significant part of literature. So, if you will learn about literature, you must know about prose. That is the example of prose in a literature. Stop. Okay, for the next, that is the role of prose in language teaching, will deliver by Abdul Latif. Okay, Abdul Latif, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul, my student number 070. We are from group 7. The title is about prose. The role of prose in language teaching. Literature. The kind of literature is poetry, drama, and prose. Basically, focus on human experience expressed in language, but the big purpose of literature, the big aims, the big goal of literature in language teaching is serve to enhance the student language competence. Example of prose in language teaching. Example of prose in speech by Mandela. You can see that there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountain tops of our desires. And characteristic of prose. Prose is all form of writing and speech which have no structured matter, have no structured degree. Prose is representative of several forms of communication. Prose is organized by grouping complete sentences into paragraphs. Prose can be shown in the shape of dramas and media broadcasts. Difference between prose versus poetry. Basis for comparison: prose and poetry. The meaning: the prose Prose is straightforward form of literature wherein the author expresses his thought and feeling in a lucid way. And then the meaning of poetry. Poetry is the form of literature in which the poet uses a unique style and rhythm to express intense experience. Language. The prose. The prose of language is straightforward, and language poetry expressive or decorative. Nature of prose is pragmatic, and the poetry imaginative. And then is essence. Prose. Sense of prose is measured or information. Poetry. Essence of poetry is experience. The purpose of prose is to provide information or to convey a message. The purpose of poetry is to delight or amouse. The ideas prose. The ideas prose can be found in sentences which are arranged in paragraphs. And the ideas of poetry, ideas can be found in lines which are arranged in sentences. Paraphrasing of prose is possible, and paraphrasing of poetry is exact. Paraphrasing is not possible. Okay, the conclusion. The conclusion. Prose is the way or method of language teaching to improve the student's language ability. Prose is literature with a kind of aesthetic structure, but in ordinary grammatical, they attract students to learn language. Okay, this is the end for my group 7.
Okay, thank you for your nice attention and forgive us for our mistakes. Hopefully, we are always in a healthy and see you in a better condition. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.